Hi, everybody. Welcome to Swain County High School as we are broadcasting live on the Maroon Devils Network as our Lady Devils are taking on the Robbinsville Black Knights here in what is a key Smoky Mountain Conference softball matchup. And we're ready to go as Riley Rawls in the circle getting ready to pitch. And the first pitch going to be a call strike to one of the best players in the Smoky Mountain Conference. We're talking about Zoe Schuler. We're going to be talking about all these kids during the broadcast here today. And we'd like to remind you as listeners and people who are watching, our internet is in and out. So the broadcast may come in and out today as you're watching, and we apologize for that. But the internet is sometimes. The windup now from Riley. Another foul ball off the bat there, a memory frap. Two outstanding teams here facing off. Again, a makeup game that was scheduled for last week rained out. Don't forget now, weather permitting, tomorrow the Lady Devils will be here again. But again, that's not looking very positive at all as we're looking at some pretty hard rain coming in tomorrow afternoon. Off-speed pitch missing for a ball. But we're scheduled to play Hayesville tomorrow, weather permitting, and that's baseball and softball, I believe. And by the way, just so you know, those games will not be broadcast here on the Maroon Devils Network tomorrow. Just giving you a heads up if they are played at all. And right now, I'd say the odds of that are pretty slim that the games are going to be played. Pitch high for a ball.
We've been away for a while. Maybe just do a recap. Let them know we're back.
So we're back. We understand the internet is just coming and going here, and that's, I know that's frustrating for you as a listener and a viewer, and hey, we understand as we are back here. It's still a 0-0 ball game. Top of the first inning, 2 out. Robbinsville with a runner down at second base. Suriwadi down there, and there's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And the first strikeout of the ball game here today for Rawls in the circle as the Lady Devils and the Robbinsville Black Knights going head-to-head here at Swain County High School. Fans, stay tuned. We've got more softball coming up with the bottom of the first inning. Our Lady Devils are coming to bat after this timeout. our Lady Devils and Robbinsville. Head-to-head here in Smoky Mountain Conference play. We have played just half an inning as Robbinsville got one player on base and died at second base out there. As, again, Riley Rawls had a good first inning. And Robbinsville scoreless, as now our Lady Devils are going to be at bat. And batting 1, 2, 3, it's going to be Molly Woodard, Kaylee Parker, and Riley Rawls. The windup and the throw, there's a slap hit. Again, Molly a slap hitter and having a good season. 7 runs scored, hitting .438 for our Lady Devils. So again, Molly getting the job done, doing a really good job. 3 RBIs, 4 stolen bases on the year, 7 hits. One of those a double, by the way, for Molly, who is one of our sophomores on this team. Not a single senior on this Lady Devil softball team, which bodes well for the future. And 24 players. I think that's wonderful for head coach Toby Burrell, but it's also a migraine headache because everybody wants to play, and trying to find playing time for 24 players is a nightmare. There's a call third strike, and Molly goes down with a strikeout as Kaylee Parker is coming up now. Another slap hitter, hitting .200 on the year for the junior second baseman. Kaylee, 6 runs scored on the year, and also has the double on the season for the junior. And again, on deck is going to be Riley Rawls. Nobody on, 1 down. Bottom of the first inning, there's a slap hit. And oh, boy, that looked close. And it's going to be right by head coach Toby Burrell in the box over at third base for a foul ball. That one was very, very close to being at least a base hit. Now we're seeing, since Kaylee is a slap hitter, we're seeing the outfielders really move in and play tight. For Robbinsville, they're playing just outside the outfield. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, on over to first base in time for out number 2. And it's going to bring up Riley Rawls. Riley having a good season at the plate, hitting .333 for the Lady Devils. 5 hits, 6 RBIs, couple of doubles on the season. And again, another outstanding sophomore on this young team. On deck is going to be her pitching mate, if you will, Carly Tisateski, our outstanding sophomore catcher. No score in case you're tuning in. And again, the internet kind of coming and going. So if we lose signal, please bear with us, as, again, the internet is a wonderful tool, but sometimes it's just very come and go, if you know what I mean. There's a shot that's going to be between center field and right field, all the way to the fence. Rawls is going to be coming into second base with a stand-up double. Talking about a way to start the game. A big double again for Riley Rawls. 3 doubles on the year for the Lady Devil ace pitcher, down at second base now with 2 down, and that was a line shot right between center field and right field, all the way to the fence. And that's an outfielder's nightmare, because there's no way you can catch it. You just try to get to it as quickly as you can and limit the base running. So Rawls comes out of the lineup now, and coming in to pinch run for the Lady Devils is going to be Jaden Smiley. Another sophomore wearing number 8. Smiley down at second base with 2 out. So both teams now have had a runner advance to second base. Here's a foul ball, going to be out of play. Again by Carly Tisateski. What a year she's having. Carly and Molly are actually leading the team with batting averages of identical .438. Carly, 7 hits on the year, 5 RBIs, and those 7 hits are tied with Molly for the team lead. There's a shot by second base, and it's going to be going into the outfield. The run will score. Oh, Carly fell at first base. We hope she's okay. She fell, and I think she's in some pain. I think Carly Tisateski rounded first. I don't know if she twisted her ankle when she stepped on the bag, but as soon as she rounded first base, she fell hard. And, of course, scoring from second base as that ball went all the way to the fence is going to be Jaden Smiley. Coach Burrell and, again, the Robbinsville coach at first base trying to help Carly up. And, man, I hope she's okay. She is such an important part of this Lady Devils softball team. An outstanding catcher, but she's trying to stand up and put some weight on, I'm just guessing it's an ankle, But, boy, she hit the ground really hard when she turned around first base. She is walking off some now with an assistant. That's a good sign. We hope she's going to be okay because, as we mentioned, she's such an integral part of this softball team. Any fast-pitch softball team or baseball team, for that matter, your catcher is right up there with the pitcher as two of the important positions on any team. And we hope Carly is going to be good to go. We'll see. So now, looks like maybe coming back in is going to be Jaden Smiley, who scored that run to give us a 1-0 lead. And I believe she's going to be coming in for Carly. No, that's going to be my bad. It's going to be Mackenzie Bird coming in to pinch run. Mackenzie, a freshman. Number 3, it looked like an 8 from this angle. But it's number 3, Mackenzie Bird, who has scored 5 runs this year for the Lady Devils, now down at first base, 2 out. Batting now is going to be Kennedy Anthony, hitting .375 with a big home run. That one's going to be out of play behind home plate. Kennedy with 8 RBIs on the year. And that is the team lead, 8 RBIs. Fans, welcome back. We have played one. Our Lady Devils with a lead, 1-0 now over Robbinsville. As in the circle, the windup and the pitch is going to be high. We have had some defensive changes. Carly Tistateski looks like tweaked her ankle as she was rounding first base there in the bottom of the first inning. So now coming on to catch is going to be Molly Woodard behind the plate, number 14. And moving into her place in center field is going to be Kenzie Bird. So we've had a couple of defensive changes here. And again, that key situation, such a huge position in fast pitch softball and baseball. The catcher is such an important part. I can't overemphasize that enough in this game. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. Batting now for Robbinsville is going to be Naomi Taylor, number 99. And Naomi is an outstanding player, hitting .462, a couple of doubles on the year for the junior. Number 99, Naomi, again, strong batting average at .460, maybe tying her shoe. As got an untied shoe down there, is now Presley Kaler is going to be down at first base. And Liz Carpenter, the right fielder for Robbinsville, hitting now. Again, we appreciate you listening and watching in. Liz Carpenter for Robbinsville, part of this team that is undefeated, having a great year, obviously. Talking about Carpenter hitting .333 on the season for the junior. And again, Liz Carpenter playing right field today, also does some catching, we understand. And again, we have had a change at catcher for the Lady Devils here this afternoon with the injury to Carly Tisateski, and we hope she's going to be okay. I think she will be, but I'm not a doctor by any stretch. Molly Woodard catching, and going to center field, Mackenzie Bird with this defensive change. High pop-up behind the plate, no play. But again, talking about Robbinsville, a team to contend with as our Lady Devils are in the Smoky Mountain Conference standings. Robbinsville 2-0, Murphy 2-0, Hiawassee Dam 1-0, and then our Lady Devils right behind at 1-1. Hayesville 1-2 as our Lady Devils beat them earlier in the week 12-0. Cherokee 1-3, Andrews 0-2. And again, those are all conference records. Rawls with a windup, and the pitch going to be a high pop up into center field and coming on, but dropping the ball, getting it on to second base in time, and good hustle. Good hustle over there by the Lady Devils as Mackenzie Bird couldn't make the catch in the air, but stayed with it, made the throw on down to second base with a force out. So good hustle again in center field by Mackenzie Bird. I'll give her a little bit of grief there because she was looking right into the sun. Mackenzie, I feel for you, looking right up into the sun, and that ball was really high in shallow center field. So good play out there, looking again directly into the sun here at Swain County High School. So the out down to second base. There's a strike in now to Driley Webster. Driley, the starting catcher this afternoon for Robbinsville. Hitting .222 on the year. 1 home run. There's a ground ball that just died right in front of the plate. That is a catcher and pitcher and third baseman's nightmare. When the ball just goes about 10 or 12 feet and just stops with that spinning. And it just, nobody can get to it. So now Robbinsville with runner at first, down at first base now. It's going to be again. Now they're going to say that's not a play. So stepping back in the box is going to be Driley Webster. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Heading on down to second base with a stolen base, but it's not going to matter because that's out 3. So now the Lady Devils with some good defensive heads-up play, keeping Robbinsville scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second. It's Swain 1, Robbinsville 0. We'll be right.
Hello viewers, my name is Audrey Zelinka and I'm one of your student correspondents with the Maroon Devils Network. This channel was created in 2014 and since then we've had over 430,000 views, but more than 75% of those have been non-subscribers. Right now our channel has a little over 2,400 subscribers, but we want to reach a goal of 5,000. To help us do this, you can like, subscribe, and share our videos. Thank you for watching the Maroon Devils Network.
Fans, welcome back as our Lady Devils will be batting here in the bottom of the second inning. And leading off here is going to be Maddie Bird. Maddie hitting .250 with a home run, a triple, 3 RBIs on the season. Again, another outstanding sophomore on this young Lady Devil team without a single senior. The windup and the throw. The pitch is going to be in for a ball. Again, pitching this afternoon is Memory Frapp. And Memory on the season, I'll give you some of her stats here in just a minute as we can, but she hasn't pitched a lot this year. As a matter of fact, Memory has only pitched 4 2/3 innings. She has given up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, struck out 9 with 2 walks with a 6.00 ERA. And again, that's Memory, the senior, has thrown 108 pitches in her 4 2/3 innings. That's going to be a foul ball out of play off the bat. Again, of our Lady Devils, number 17, right fielder Maddie Bird. On deck is going to be Allie Stevenson and Addison Jenkins. Pitch in, low for a ball. It has already been an interesting game as both teams have had a couple of interesting scenarios. There's a foul ball. Maddie also has a big home run on the season. And home runs in fast pitch softball, hard to come by. The windup and the throw, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike three. One down now for the Lady Devils. Batting now is going to be Allie Stevenson, our freshman third baseman, hitting 154 on the season. Allie again, a starter on the lineup here. The freshman hitting 154 with a double, couple of stolen bases, has scored 4 runs and 2 hits on the year. Pitch high and tight for a ball. Nobody on, one down. We're in the bottom of the second inning. No baseball today, by the way. This is a softball makeup game, a game that was rained out last Friday. There's a shot between shortstop and third. Base hit for Allie Stevenson. Way to go, Allie, with a big base hit here now with one down. Allie, her third hit on the season. Down at first base, Addison Jenkins is coming up to hit now. And then following Addison, it'll be top of the lineup here for the Lady Devils in a big Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. Addison hitting 167, and pickoff throw down to first base, not in time, as Allie does a good job diving back over there. Addison Jenkins, junior left fielder, hitting 167 on the season. Has a big double in her times at the plate for the Lady Devils. Digs in. There's a ground ball to first base. Going to make the play at first and no play down at second. Good hustle by Allie as, again, making the play at first. And Allie is safely in at second now. One down. Molly Woodard batting now. As we mentioned, Molly having a good year. Her and Carly Tisateski, our injured catcher, both leading the team with .438 batting averages. Molly, 7 runs to lead the team. There's a hard shot at third base. On over to first. Not in time. Ball gets through. Rounding third. Now coming at home is going to be close, and scoring is going to be Allie Stevenson all the way on that throw that did not connect at first base. And again, the Lady Devils getting it done, just a little here and a little there, but a hard hit ball down to third base by Molly Woodard. And I've got to score that unofficially an error, as again, the throw over to first base never connected over there. It's going to be tough. Now, that was a tough break for the Lady Devils trying to score and steal the base. Molly Woodard is going to be thrown out at second base there. So on the stolen base attempt, we'll go now to the top of the third, and the Lady Devils with a 2-0 lead. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back as we go to the top of the third inning. We've got a dandy going on here at Swain County High School. Lady Devils with a 2-0 lead. Rawls with a windup and the throw. Going to be fouled off. The bat of Anna Williams, center fielder here for the Robbinsville Black Knights, coming in undefeated on the season. As we mentioned, Robbinsville, one of the Smoky Mountain Conference leaders, undefeated at 2-0. One of those wins was a 7-2 win over our Lady Devils early in the season. Rawls with a windup looking in. Carly Tisateski, by the way, is back behind the plate. And talking about Robbinsville, their wins this year, they beat Smoky Mountain 14-2. Enka 16-11. I think they told me they scored like 9 runs in the 7th inning in that game at Enka. They beat us 7-2 in conference play. They wiped out Copper Basin 13-1. They also beat Cherokee handily 14-2. And those are the 5 wins. As we mentioned, 2-0 in the conference, beating our Lady Devils 7-2 and Cherokee 14-2. And weather permitting, they're going to be hosting Cherokee tomorrow. And weather permitting, our Lady Devils will be hosting Hayesville tomorrow. And from the way it looks, chances are not good if you believe the forecast. Swing and a miss. And Rawls with another strikeout for the Lady Devils. That is strikeout number 3 here in the top of the third inning. And it's going to be Claire Barlow hitting now, the left fielder for, no, check that, my bad. It's going to be Zoe Schuler back to the top of the lineup. Back to the top of the lineup. And again, Zoe is such a dangerous hitter. Again, the Tennessee signee hitting .647. She and Sophie Roberts are tied for the team lead in batting average at .647. That's up there. Check swing. It's going to be in for a strike. Zoe leads the team in runs scored with 13, 11 hits, the team lead there, 2 triples on the year, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and 9 stolen bases this entire season. Pitch missing for a ball. Obviously, Coach Toby Burrell and his ace in the circle, Riley Rawls, have, I'm sure, talked about how to pitch against a player like Zoe Schuler or a Sophie Roberts. I mean, that's part of the scouting report, if you know what I mean. So you got to know how to pitch against these dangerous. There's a shot right up the middle, and it's going to be in for a base hit. Rounding first, and she is so quick as Zoe Schuler, who flied out to left field last time, but now on first base. And coming up is going to be Suri Waddy, who got a base hit last time up, and then died at second base, left on base. Talking about left on base, Robbinsville has left a lot of people on base. 37 on left on base this year for Robbinsville. 37. That's a lot of people left on base. Our Lady Devils have left 24 on base this year, and I know as players and coaches, I know that's part of the game, but. And there's a throw down to second, going to be high into center field, but coming on and making an outstanding play over there for the Lady Devils, backing it up. Again, back in center field is going to be Molly Woodard. Molly came on to catch last inning, but it seems Carly looks, I think, working that ankle out and getting it loosened back up. She apparently rolled it pretty good when she hit first base. And, you know, that base is raised up off the ground, so that can be havoc on the ankle. Rawls now looking in for the pitch. Throw down to third. Going to be, no, can't hang on to it. So now already Zoe Schuler has stolen 2 bases. And she is their stolen base leader with 9, now 10, now 11. 2 stolen bases already now, and the third base. And again, Suri Waddy trying to hang in there. On deck is going to be Sophie Roberts. So Robbinsville with a dangerous top of the lineup. There's a high fly. Molly is under it, has it, makes the throw in. It's going to be hard to make that throw all the way from center, and the run is going to score from third base. So again, Suri Waddy with a high fly to center field with the first RBI and will be played in right field. So in with a base hit is going to be Sophie Roberts. A ball that just kind of died. Coming on with a great attempt over there, by the way, was center fielder Molly Woodard. Couldn't make the play, but a good play over there in right field, helping her out for the Lady Devils by Maddie Bird. So now Robbinsville with their first run of the game and a runner down at first base in Sophie Roberts. Memory Frapp is hitting now for the Black Knights, and Robbinsville will bring on a pinch runner for Sophie Roberts. Coming on to run is going to be number 7, Claire Barlow, who plays left field sometimes and is a defensive player for Robbinsville. Batting now again, as we mentioned, striking out last time is Memory Frapp at the plate. So the pitcher facing the pitcher. Rawls with a windup. High on the pitch, ball 1. But again, outstanding competition in the Smoky Mountain Conference in girls softball. 4 teams basically, I think, have a shot. The teams we were talking about earlier, these 2 right here. Pitch, there's a shot down to first base, line drive, and a double play down at first. Outstanding play down at first base by Faith Woodard. Line drive, gloved it, stepped on the bag, bang, bang. And that's the way the top of the 3rd inning goes down. So good defense. Pitchers love it. We'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd on the Lady Devils at bat after this timeout. All right, fans, here we go. Lady Devils with a 2-1 lead here as we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. We are watching some outstanding softball here between, again, 2 of the top teams in the conference. Batting now for the Lady Devils with a slap hit, going to be for a strike. And at the plate is Kaylee Parker. Kaylee grounded to shortstop last time. One of our slap hitters, a junior, hitting 200. Kaylee, our second baseman. The junior, there's a ground ball to third base, on over to first in time, and it's going to be out number 1, but very close play down at first base. Well, I'll tell you what, the third baseman has a tough position to play over there because the ball, it comes to you quick, which is one thing. So you've got to try to make a play on a ball that's really screaming at you. And then with the way these kids run, you got to get the ball over to first base in time. And that's not a short throw from third to first. 1 down, pitch in the dirt. Going to be in the dirt for a ball from Memory Frapp, number 3 for Robbinsville. As we mentioned earlier in the day, Frapp on the season, a senior, has thrown 108 pitches coming into this game, pitching 4 2/3 inning, 1-0 record, giving up 6 hits, 4 earned runs. She has struck out 9, walked 2, and has an ERA of 6.00. Pitching today for Robbinsville. We are not seeing their ace, apparently, and I say ace, the pitcher with the most pitching this year, of course, is Sophie Roberts, 21.2 innings pitched with a 2.26 ERA and a 3-0 record. She's had a lot of work this year, let's put it that way. At the plate for the Lady Devils, Riley Rawls. There's a shot into right field. Again, a well-hit ball off the bat of Rawls. And again, I feel sorry for the outfielders because looking directly into the sun over there was Liz Carpenter in right field and made a good play on a ball off the bat of Riley Rawls. So 2 down now. And the sun is very bright. We've already seen some folks in center field and right field make good plays looking directly into that sun. It's tough. And that's also on the face of first base and second base over there. But again, center field, right field looking straight into that brilliant sunshine. Pitch high for a ball. At the plate for the Lady Devils, and good to see her walking around and moving around is going to be Carly Tisa-Teske. Carly having a great year. As we mentioned, Carly and Molly tied for the team lead in batting average at .438. Carly leads the team with two triples, 3 doubles, 7 hits, has 5 RBIs on the year for the sophomore, who again rolled her ankle rounding first base earlier. Had to sit out a half inning there, but is back in the lineup. There's a shot at shortstop, and it's going to be caught for out number 3. So we've played 3, and it's been bang, bang, bang. 2-1. Lady Devils in the lead. We'll be back after this timeout. Here we go, fans. Bottom of the, check that, top of the 4th inning here. It's hard to believe we're 4th inning, a tight 2-1 ball game. Lady Devils in the lead here as Riley Rawls winds up and lets it go for a big swing and a miss. And again, at the plate, one of the top be in play, and that's going to be tough. But coming over, good play at second base. Outstanding play by the Lady Devils defensively. Kaylee Parker came all the way over. I think the ball was basically in foul territory, just right on the line almost. But Kaylee, again, looking right up into that sun, made the play. And I've talked to Coach Toby Burrell about that, and he said, hey, these kids practice in this every day. So, he said they're used to it. So, good point from Coach Burrell. But again, a good play over there from Kaylee Parker to get that out, because that's a tough out. There's a ball that's going to be out of play over on the left field side. So coming back is going to be Presley Kaler. Presley got on last time with an error. Oh, dropping it in the field of play. Tough play over there for Carly, and just couldn't hang on. So now down at first base is going to be Presley Kaler. And I believe that is going to get her on base for the second time on an error. Liz Carpenter, who hit into a force play, she was had a runner at first base who was thrown out at second on a play out in center field. Coach Toby Burrell coming on, Coach Billy Knight coming on with, looks like a pinch runner coming in the place of Presley Kaler. For our folks who might be watching and listening in on the Maroon Devils Network over in Graham County. And we'll try to get you her number as soon as she, there's a foul ball. The pinch runner, by the way, is going to be Sydney Adams, number 9. Yeah, when they're turned sideways, you can't see those numbers, folks. It's not making excuses, but again, Sydney Adams coming in to pinch run at first base now. 2-1. Lady Devils still in the lead here on the top of the 4th inning. Again, that sun, an issue especially on the right field, second base side of the field. There's a hard hit ball that's going to be on the glove, off the glove, out in left field. So Robbinsville now with runners at second and first. Coming out over there in left field, trying to get a play on it. A hard hit ball. Addison Jenkins coming on over there trying to make the play on it. Driley Webster now batting for Robbinsville. Struck out last time, but now Robbinsville with a golden opportunity here with runners at first and second. Pitch in for a strike. So far, 1 down, 1 out, runners at first and second. Webster at the plate, Anna Williams on deck. And again, Robbinsville. Oh, big cut on a high fastball. Rawls got her to go after that one, and a big cut on a ball just a little high. But again, people with big bats, they go after those. Driley hitting .222 on the year, and she does have a home run. So Driley very capable of knocking it out of here. That ball in the dirt. Runners will advance. So now Robbinsville is going to be seeing runners in scoring position. That pitch in the dirt, Carly is, I'm not sure Carly's 100% right now. She has taken off her glove and I think is kind of trying to gather herself. As we mentioned, she rolled her ankle earlier rounding first base when she was hitting. Here we go. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be 2 out. And that's a big out for Riley Rawls and the Lady Devils to get that second out now. And that's the second strikeout today for Driley Webster. Anna Williams batting now, the center fielder for the Black Knights, struck out her first time as well. And Coach Toby Burrell coming on to talk with his infield. And Coach Billy Knight has a chance to talk with his hitter, Anna Williams. But Coach Burrell coming over to talk as, again, a big at-bat here for Robbinsville with runners at second and third, 2 out in this tight 2-1 game. Coach Burrell talking about, what do we need to do here? with his young team. Again, no seniors on this team. As a matter of fact, when you look up and down the lineup, I think there are 3 junior starters. Everybody else either a sophomore or freshman. So again, young team. And here we go now. Again, Robbinsville. 2 on, 2 out. Rawls with a big pitch. There's a high pop-up. It's going to be trouble, and it's going to drop in. 2 runners will score, and down at second base is going to be Anna Williams. That ball just dropped in, and it's going to wind up being a double, even though it was so high. Anna Williams never stopped. She rounded first and just kept on going. That was a ball in no man's land between shortstop, left field, center field that nobody could get to. And that gives Robbinsville the lead now at 3-2. And 2 big RBIs for Anna Williams. Top of the lineup, Zoe Schuler. There's another high ball into left field, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be out number 3. So Schuler flies out to left field for the second time today for Robbinsville. Fans, we have great softball, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Robbinsville takes the lead at 3-2. We'll be right back. Back live on a Thursday afternoon. Beautiful sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. And here's the first pitch. Right back to the pitcher on a ground ball. And that's going to be a fast out number 1. Our Lady Devils batting here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And that one off the bat of Kennedy Anthony, who got on last time as the catcher dropped one. And Kennedy turned it into a really good play. But that ground ball back to the pitcher, 1 down. Faith Woodard batting now. Maddie Bird is going to be on deck. Nobody on, 1 down. Foul ball off the bat. Faith having a good season, hitting .357 for the Lady Devils. Faith has scored 5 runs, has 5 hits, 5 RBIs, a big double on the year for the junior, wearing number 15. Faith, our Lady Devil first baseman, pitch in for a ball. Memory Frapp still getting it done out there in the pitching circle for Robbinsville. Again, hasn't pitched a whole lot. 4 2/3 innings. Thrown 108 pitches coming into this game today, but has done a good job. There's a pop-up to shortstop, and it's going to be handled over there by Zoe Schuler. Again, one of the best players in the conference. Zoe, an outstanding defender and an outstanding hitter, and that's why she's going to be wearing orange and white next year over in Knoxville, Tennessee for the Volunteers. And there, as a matter of fact, Tennessee is actually playing up the road today as we speak at Western Carolina University. Tennessee ranked number 9 in the country, coming to Cullowhee for, I think, the second year in a row. Pitch in for a strike, 2 down. Lady Devils hanging in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. Maddie Burritt hitting now with a .250 average for the sophomore. Good power, though. 3 RBIs, 1 triple, 1 home run. There's a shot right at shortstop. And just a little hop, skip, and a jump, and that's going to be out number 3. So, again, the Lady Devils for the first time, 3 up and 3 down, and we'll be back with a lot more Smoky Mountain Conference softball. Stay with us here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. It's already, believe it or not, the top of the 5th inning. Robbinsville at bat now, and it's going to be Surrey Waddy hitting for Robbinsville. Nobody on, nobody out. Rawls with a windup, and the pitch going to be high for ball 1. As Surrey steps out of the batter's box here for the Black Knights. Looking at just some unofficial stats, Surrey has had a base hit and fly to center field. That also drove in Robbinsville's first run earlier in the day. Lady Devils led for 2-1 there for a while, but Robbinsville answered back and has now taken a 3-2 lead in a very close Smoky Mountain Conference showdown. Earlier this season, Robbinsville with a 7-2 win over our Lady Devils. Their other conference win was 14-2 over Cherokee. Our Lady Devils, of course, coming in at 1-1 in conference play, losing to Robbinsville and beating Hayesville earlier this week. There's a line shot that's going to drop right in front of our center fielder out there. But getting it back in quickly from center field for the Lady Devils is going to be Molly Woodard. Again, looking into that sun, and it's sinking lower, which is even more directly in the eyes of the outfielders. Coming on to bat now is going to be Sophie Roberts, and again, an outstanding hitter, along with Schuler, the team leader in batting average for Robbinsville, hitting .647. Team leader with 14 RBIs, team leader with 11 hits, team leader with 4 home runs, and that pitch is going to be high for a ball. Sophie, in 2 times, has lined to the pitcher and got a base hit last time for Robbinsville. Pitch in for a call strike. Memory Frapp is going to be on deck. Robbinsville with one on. Ball today because this is a makeup softball game that was rained out from last Friday. There's a shot over shortstop that's going to drop in for a hit. Rounding second and holding at second is going to be Surrey Waddy. And on with a base hit now it's going to be Sophie Roberts. Sophie 2 for 3 on the day with Memory Frapp hitting. Memory last time lined to first base for a bang-bang double play. Memory struck out her first time up. On deck will be Naomi Taylor. But the Maroon Devil baseball team, I think, going to be playing their makeup game on Monday. That was rained out last Friday. Rawls with the windup and the throw. Pitch in for a call strike. Into Memory Frapp. So again, the opposing pitchers looking at each other now. Robbinsville with runners at first and second with nobody out. So a big inning right now for the Lady Devils to come up with some defense to try to leave these runners on base or force them out. Off speed, going to be missed for a ball. But again, talking about the pitching of Riley Rawls, great numbers, 50 strikeouts, only 7 walks on the year. 410 pitches on the season with a 2.00 ERA. Rawls looking in, wind up and the throw, going to be right back at her, caught, and down a second, runner is off the bag for a double play. Bang, bang, Rawls. Wow. That is, again, a huge double play. We were talking about needing some defense, and there it is, a huge, huge double play. And again, Riley Rawls just caught the line drive off the bat of Frapp. Runner at second was off the bag, an easy double play. Just that fast. Now it's going to be Naomi Taylor, who popped up to second base last time, popped to the shortstop her first time up. Throw down to first. Not going to be in time is Carly Tisateski. Checking out the runner down to first base. That's Sophie Roberts, but she's safe. Good to see Carly is back, able to catch. Again, she rolled her ankle around first base earlier when she had a base hit. Rawls looking in to wind up. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut, but a big strike. Again, Naomi Taylor batting now for Robbinsville. Good hitter, hitting .462 with a couple of doubles on the year for the junior. 3-2 Robbinsville lead, top of the fifth inning, 1 on, 2 out. Off speed, just missing for a ball. Back over at first, Sophie Roberts. On deck is going to be Presley Kaler. Don't forget, Lady Devils, weather permitting, and right now it's kind of doubtful. Supposed to be hosting Hayesville here tomorrow. And again, rain very likely from everything we've looked at. Check swing for a foul ball. And it's going to be one of those crazy days that'll drive athletic directors crazy trying to make a call on whether to play or not, because the rain is not supposed to start until probably 2 o'clock. Well, the game is at 4:30. Hayesville's an hour and a half away almost. And to make that call, but the real rain is supposed to move in late in the afternoon, like 2, 3 o'clock. So it's going to be one of those headache kind of days with weather, and what do you do? So, folks, you'll have to have patience tomorrow. Swing and a miss. Rawls with a big strikeout as Robbinsville leaves 1 on base following a bang-bang double play. And we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Our score, Robbinsville 3, Swain 2. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back as we get ready to rock and roll. There's a big swing and a miss. Coming up to bat is going to be Allie Stevenson, our freshman starter down at third base. Again, 4 runs scored on the year. Got a base hit last time. A big base hit for the Lady Devils. Addison Jenkins is going to be on deck, and then we go to the top of the lineup and Molly Woodard. There's a swing and a miss. So, again, in the pitching circle for Robbinsville, Memory Frapp doing a nice job this afternoon. Both pitchers, give credit where credit's due. Both pitchers, I think, have really pitched well today. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high and actually a wild pitch into the backstop. But again, don't forget, weather permitting, and again, it's doubtful, but weather permitting, our girls are going to be playing Hayesville here tomorrow, and the boys also will be playing Hayesville here tomorrow. But again, that's weather permitting, and it's not looking good so far. Pitch missing for a ball. Off the right arm of Memory Frapp. Robbinsville right now the league leader in the conference standings. As we mentioned, they're 2-0, tied with Murphy actually. Then Hiawassee Dam a game behind at 1-0. And then our Lady Devils at 1-1. Those are the top 4. Pitch inside for a ball. Those are the top 4. Then Hayesville at 1-2. Cherokee and 3. Andrews 0-2 in the conference standings. Memory with a windup and the throw. Pitch in for a call strike. 1 down. So the Lady Devils get Addison Jenkins, our junior left fielder, hitting 167 on the year. Grounded out to first base her first time up. Addison has one of our juniors on this team. Big swing and a miss for a strike 1. On deck will be Molly Woodard. 1 down, nobody on here. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Glad to have you along on the Maroon Devils Network. There's a ground ball foul. And I know your signal has been going in and out. We've already had a couple of friends contact us about that. And yes, we are aware. And no, there's not a lot we can. The internet is, as we mentioned earlier, a great tool, but it kind of comes and goes despite the best you do from a technical standpoint. Wind up and the throw. Pitch going to be in the dirt for a ball. Coming up Monday, the Lady Devils, I believe, have the Trailblazers coming in non-conference play. And then Tuesday, again, we say weather permitting, back into conference play right here. Pitch in for another call. 3rd strike. So too quick. There was a drop 3rd strike, but again, on down to first in time. So right now, the Lady Devils back-to-back strikeouts, and that's the first time today that has happened. And I think it's Jeff Marr's fault. That's all I'm going to say. as Coach Marr showed up right behind us, and perfect cue. Batting now is going to be Molly Woodard, our slapper, hitting .438 with 7 runs scored. 2 times Molly has struck out and reached on an error. Coming into the game today, Robbinsville has committed 13 errors. There's a ground ball foul on the first base side. So the errors, as you know, boy, they can play such a big role in the overall scheme of things. So 13 errors on the year for Robbinsville. Our Lady Devils, believe it or not, have committed only 5 errors on the season, but have had a couple of costly ones here today. On really tough plays, balls that were just high in the air. There's a swing and a miss. So far, it's been Memory Frapp running the show here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 strikeouts. This when the underdogs can come in with a big upset. And that's what makes it fun. The little guys have a chance. And that's the beauty of March Madness. Another pitch in the dirt. Nobody on, so nobody hurt. And now they're even talking about expanding this tournament. It already has 64 teams, and then those play-in games. I hate to say it, but sometimes money needs to be secondary in the decisions of some of our collegiate leaders. And right now, unfortunately, it's not. It's all about money grabbing. And if you don't believe me, ask Nick Saban. Ask Jim Harbaugh. Ask why they hung it up. There's another foul ball. It's all about the chaos in college football. And if you look back to basketball, ask Roy Williams. Ask Mike Krzyzewski. Coach Saban said as much earlier this week. He said, now the recruits are coming in. The first thing they ask is, how much money can I make here? It's not the game we're used to, folks. And I hope the NCAA and the collegiate leaders and the Power Conference commissioners can get a handle on this and bring it back into some sanity, because right now it's a mess. Here we go, wind up and the throw. This one's going to be missing for a ball. Full count now, again, with 2 out. Nobody on. Black Knights up by 1, 3-2. It's been a heck of a game. Both teams have had some options, and there's still a lot of softball left here, believe it or not. I know it's the 5th inning, but I don't think we've seen the last of some runs. There's a call, 3rd strike, and that's 3 strikeouts this inning for the first time today by pitcher Memory Frapp of Robbinsville. So now, believe it or not, we've played 5, and it's 3-2 Robbinsville. We'll be right back. Throw down to second, and boy, it's hard to throw out Schuler again. As we mentioned, a team leading 11 stolen bases, but that one was close. That one was close. Good coverage down there by Kaylee Parker.
We've been out for a while. You might want to recap the inning.
So now, our internet has been out, and this is so aggravating. It's a 5-2 Robbinsville lead. We hope you're staying with us here, because apparently the internet just comes and goes. But Robbinsville has been getting the hits to drop in. There's another hit right up the middle that's going to score another Robbinsville run off the bat of Surrey Waddy. So Surrey with 2 RBIs today, 3 hits on the afternoon for Robbinsville, and Surrey, I think, lives not too far down the road here. Sophie Roberts now hitting. Talking about Sophie, she and Zoe Schuler are the team leaders in batting average. Roberts hitting .647. Team leading 14 RBIs, 11 hits, and 4 home runs. Runner on now. Pitch in for a strike to Sophie Roberts, who is not pitching today. Sophie is the leading pitcher for Robbinsville, 21 innings pitched, but not pitching today, only hitting. Not playing defense. Robbinsville scheduled to play Cherokee tomorrow, but again, that rain could be trouble. There's a foul ball. As we mentioned, our Lady Devils supposed to host Hayesville tomorrow, as is the baseball team. And that's the stuff that drives athletic directors up the wall, because it's going to be a late arriving rain. And again, when you got teams coming all the way from Hayesville, hour and a half away, it's so hard to make a call late in the afternoon. And it's a headache, folks. Off speed, just missing for a ball. Just missing. So, folks, be patient tomorrow depending on how the weather goes. We may play tomorrow, we may not, but we will not be on the Maroon Devils Network tomorrow. There's a lot of activity going on in the drama department here at the Swain County Fine Arts Center. We hope you'll be there and see some grease action. And that's tomorrow night. Stepping back in, again, it's going to be Sophie Roberts, 2 for 3 on the day. Sophie has lined out to the pitcher and had back-to-back base hits. That pitch is going to be getting through, and running up now for Robbinsville is going to be Surrey Waddy. Now the ball gets through again, and Waddy winds up at third. So, man, it's been a tough day defensively for Lady Devils, trying to, again, come up with Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Glad to have you joining us here. We hope the internet's hanging in here with us as Robbinsville has a 6-2 lead. Lady Devils batting now in the bottom of the sixth inning, trying to get things back going offensively here. Leading off here in the sixth inning is going to be Kaylee Parker, Riley Rawls, and Carly Tisateski. So we've got the number 2, 3, and 4 batters. A big opportunity for the Lady Devils here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. The windup and the throw. Memory Frapp. There's a check swing. Foul ball, no play. Again, off the bat, Kaylee Parker hitting 206 runs scored on the day. Kaylee has grounded to shortstop and grounded to third base in 2 times. Again, Rawls on deck. Tisateski to follow. Again, good to see Carly getting back into the lineup after rolling her ankle pretty bad at first base when she rounded first base earlier. There's a slapping hit. Shortstop has it on to first in time. And over there at shortstop, Zoe Schuler does not miss many ground balls. As we mentioned, coming into the game today, as we talked about, Robbinsville, 13 errors on the season. Our Lady Devils, only 5 errors on the season. And, you know, we haven't had a double play until today, and today we got 2. So, just some interesting stats to throw at you here. So now 1 down. As again, our Lady Devils trying to hang in here. Riley Rawls had a big double her first time up. Last time up, flied out to right field, but Rawls had a big double her first time at bat here. Then we're going to see Carly Tisateski and Kennedy Anthony batting here on the bottom of the sixth inning. Down 6-2 to Robbinsville. Robbinsville 2-0. Murphy 2-0. There's another hard shot right over third base, and going to be just foul, they say, over on the shady side of the field over there. And as we mentioned, Hiawassee Dam also undefeated at 1-0. And we're talking about some of the best pitching in the conference here with Riley Rawls for the Lady Devils. And, of course, Sophie Roberts not pitching today for Robbinsville. One of the other outstanding pitchers, Memory Frapp, doing a great job today. And the McNabb pitcher for Hiawassee Dam, some of the best in the league, pitch in the dirt for a ball. So these teams I believe these top four are going to be fighting it out for the Smoky Mountain Conference. Talking to the coaches, they believe this year is probably more competitive than we saw last year and probably better softball future. There's a high hopper down to shortstop, on over to first base, and it's going to be out number 2. So 2 ground balls here to Schuler at shortstop. And batting now is going to be Carly Tisateski. Carly on the day has a base hit and then lined out to shortstop. And again, that first base hit, she was rounding first and really, I think, would have had a double, but she rolled her ankle when she hit the bag and fell hard rounding first base and had to sit out the defensive part of her catching job that inning. But swing and a miss. Carly having a great year on the season for the Lady Devils, obviously, as she is a strong offensive player, hitting .438, leading the team with 7 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 5 RBIs on the year, and only a sophomore. There's a high pop-up. This one's going to be a tough play, and no play, making a diving effort over here is going to be Liz Carpenter, running hard and diving almost into the fence over here in right field. So she gets up kind of laughing. I think she's okay, though. But, boy, she made a diving stab at it. But, again, that sun is right in the right field. Second base, first baseman's face defensively, and that's tough. So nobody on, 2 out, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 and out 3. So our Lady Devils will have one more time at bat in the 7th inning as we go to the top half of that inning with a score Robbinsville 6, Lady Devils 2, and we'll be right back. Fans, here we go as we're ready to go in the that scoreboard says 6th inning, but I believe we're in the top of the 7th here where they put the 7 on the Robbinsville score side. Now they're getting it fixed. They gave Robbinsville an extra run and gave us a different inning. But now we're in the 7th inning, 6 runs for Robbinsville, 2 for the Lady Devils. We're just having fun with the scoreboard operator. Robbinsville batting now and hitting for the Black Knights. Looks like they're going to go to a lineup. First pitch is going to be in for a strike as Peyton Odom is going to be leading off here for Robbinsville, as head coach Billy Knight will see a few changes in his lineup here on the top of the 7th inning with a 4-run cushion, 6-2. Billy Knight in the box over at third base. Big swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strike. Rawls has pitched a good ball game. It's been a tough day defensively, though, for the Lady Devils. We've seen a couple of tough throws. We've seen a couple of really high, shallow flies that dropped in. It's been tough. There's a big swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 1. So again, Peyton Odom goes down swinging, but she made a rip at it. And batting now is going to be Naomi Taylor, big number 99. Interesting number for softball, number 99. Naomi, the third baseman, popped to shortstop her first time, popped to second her second time up, and struck out last time. Naomi on the season, though, a strong hitter, hitting .462 with a couple of doubles for the junior. And Naomi normally, there's the pitch in for a strike. Taylor is normally the pitcher in the circle on the season. Has pitched 21 2/3 in, if I had to bet. And now we have that new FanDuel in North Carolina, so we can that probably wouldn't work with them. But I have a bad feeling rain may mess things up tomorrow. Hayesville coming over from Clay County to play softball and baseball, weather permitting. And again, that's a big if. So just keep your eye on social media, and a decision will be made. Off speed for a big strikeout. Riley Rawls getting it done now with 2 out. 2 strikeouts back to back. And batting now is going to be Presley Kaler. Presley on the day has gone on every time. Presley got on the first time up on an error. Second time up on an error. And then last time up, got a base hit. And again, these are unofficial scores. 2 out now in the top of the 7th inning. Lady Devils down 6-2. Nobody on, 2 out. Lady Devils got to get it done on the bottom half of the 7th here. There's a shot right over third base. That was a line shot. That was going all the way to the fence. Chasing it down over there for the Lady Devils is our left fielder, Addison Jenkins. But that's a stand-up double for Presley Kaler, again, who has been on all 4 times at the plate today. And it's going to bring up Liz Carpenter, who has hit into 2 forced plays and got on with an error. 2 out. And talking to head coach Toby Burrell, our Lady Devils supposed to be playing here next Tuesday as well. And they're calling for rain next Tuesday. So oh, boy. Big swing and a miss. Rawls with a strike into Liz Carpenter. So, again, talking about athletic directors and coaches' nightmares, then you got to try to figure out how to reschedule these games because they're conference games. And, boy, I tell you, it's, people really don't see what these folks do behind the plate. Oh, there's a pitch going to be high. Getting through and getting on down to third base is going to be Presley Kaler. And I don't think that Carly Tisateski is 100% at all. She rolled her ankle again earlier in the game and has really tried to fight back. But I can tell you she's not 100% right now, and she's a tough kid. Sophomore catcher, one of the best catchers in the league, if not the best. Rawls with the windup and the pitch. Ground ball back to Rawls, back over to first in time. And Robbinsville leaves one on base as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's do or die time for the Lady Devils, down by 4, 6-2. We'll be back after this.
Hello, viewers. My name is Audrey Zelinka, and I'm one of your student correspondents with the Maroon Devils Network. This channel was created in 2014, and since then we've had over 430,000 views, but more than 75% of those have been non-subscribers. Right now our channel has a little over 2,400 subscribers, but we want to reach a goal of 5,000. To help us do this, you can like, subscribe, and share our videos. Thank you for watching the Maroon Devils Network.
Fans, welcome back. Here we go in the bottom of the 7th inning. Again, our Lady Devils down by 4. Going to have 4 to tie and stay alive in this ball game as we lead off with Kennedy Anthony, followed by Faith Woodard and Maddie Bird. Again, Kennedy having a great season on the year for the Lady Devils, hitting .375. There's a ground ball to second base. On over to first base in time, though. That's going to be out number 1. So, again, Kennedy on the day had a great situation earlier. The catcher dropped the ball, and Kennedy actually wound up all the way down to second base. But it is just about the top of the tree line for the folks out in the outfield. Pitch high for a ball. Again, both pitchers with a complete game today. Memory Frapp for Robbinsville. And, of course, the Lady Devils, Riley Rawls, both complete games. And I think both pitchers have done well. Foul ball. But don't forget, friends, again, rain likely tomorrow, but weather permitting, we'll be hosting Hayesville in softball and baseball. And then coming up on Tuesday, looks like Cherokee is scheduled to come to town. There's a shot into right field, but the right fielder did not move out there for an easy catch. Man, you don't see many of those. Liz Carpenter in right field looking right into the sun. Did not move. Right at her. 2 down. But again, as we mentioned, rain likely tomorrow for Hayesville's game. And then on Tuesday with Cherokee coming to town, looks like a possibility of rain again for softball and baseball on Tuesday. And I believe the boys baseball team is scheduled to play Robbinsville maybe on Monday. Yes, Monday, weather permitting, Monday. Again, that's the makeup game that, just like our girls are playing today, this is the makeup game that was rained out last Friday when it rained all day, seems like. But our boys are going to be playing Monday against Robbinsville, a team they beat earlier in the year in conference play in a makeup baseball game. And then again, there's a ground ball. It's going to be down to third base, on over to first in time. And friends, that is the ball game as Robbinsville will again go to 6-0, 3-0 in conference play with a 6-2 win over our Lady Devils here this afternoon. Our Lady Devils, of course, will now fall to 1-2 in conference play, but a lot of softball coming up, and we'll be broadcasting a lot of softball coming up here if the rain will let us sometime really soon. So join us next time as we say so long. Thanks to Joe Holt and, of course, Coach Toby Burrell and the staff here as we say goodbye from the Maroon Devils Network.
Hello, viewers. My name is Audrey Zelinka, and I'm one of your student correspondents with the Maroon Devils Network. This channel was created in 2014, and since then we've had over 430,000 views, but more than 75% of those have been non-subscribers. Right now our channel has a little over 2,400 subscribers, but we want to reach a goal of 5,000. To help us do this, you can like, subscribe, and share our videos. Thank you for watching the Maroon Devils Network.